Hey guys, welcome back. So, I was looking at the preserved heads, or whatever the category is, the Necromancer shields, and most of them are like 30 to 32% chance to block, and considering I have no gear weighting, I'm doing a untwinged, self-found, pure, whatever type you want to call it. I'm just going to assume I'm probably not going to be able to get max block easily, and since I'm only guaranteed to play through normal, I'm not going to actually worry about max block. So, as far as skills are concerned, I'm going to do the same thing where I try and get up to 80 strength with charms, so that I can wear everything except ancient armor in normal. Again, it's completely arbitrary. Usually when you're picking strength and dexterity, you have gear that you specifically say, okay, I need to get up to this value, so I'm just doing that with a base value item instead of a specific set item. It's probably too high for normal, but either way. So I'm going to go probably 3 points in strength, 2 in vit, until I get to around 55 strength. Again, these are all hand wavy values, and then I'm going to switch it around and go more into it. Just because a majority of the items of the body armors cap at, or only require 55 strength or so. So I can start slowing down my speed there. So we are in the stony field, if the giant stones didn't give that away. I'm just going to look for the waypoint and then look for the way to underground passage in Darkwood and whatnot. So as far as what we need to level still, I'm gonna probably put my next point into Corpse Explosion and Weaken, presumably, and then I'm gonna keep leveling Raised Skeleton, although there's a lot of things at all the 6 level intervals that I need to eventually put points into. They're not a huge rush, so like I could be putting them off because I'm not going to be using them all, but oh well, I'll just level them normally. I think I walked past the Countess thing, not that it matters, but that's what that looks like over there. Corpse Explosion and Teeth, huh? So yeah, like I said, not going to try and go for max block just because I probably don't need it on normal because I can just hide behind my my army. I think even on more serious characters, with who know what gear they're going for, pretty sure max block is a debate thing on Fishy Mancers, Skeleton Mancers, whatever you want to call it. Because, like, you should be hiding behind your army, so you don't necessarily need it. Block isn't always that useful, because the things that can hit you can't be blocked, blah, blah, blah. So, I think it's down to taste, and especially in normal, I think the taste is generally towards just get Vitality. Especially because I can't get, like, I think if I could get, like, a Sigon's Shield or something like that, it would be way more feasible, because like then I would have like what, 60, 50 something base shield to block. But the odds are I'm gonna probably find a preserved head that I like, which most of them are like 30% chance to block. So I'm just not gonna even try to get max block with that low of base. I should definitely be putting mana potions into my bar. Especially because I don't intend to level energy. While there is like as far as going through normal, I think there is a pretty good argument towards throwing a few points into energy just because of how expensive Corpse Explosion is. But I'm gonna side on the side of the camp of I can just chug a lot of potions, so I will go for that route. So pretty much once I finish getting Weaken and Corpse Explosion, there's what, 3 more skills waiting, so technically I could just be saving a ton of skill points, but I'll just try and probably just pick them up as they come. I'm not going to save any points. That's going to be how I'm going to play this, I think. And then, like I said, probably some sort of 3-2 back and forth for strength and vitality. Enjoy the corpse explosions. Oh, I should pick up that bow for my merc. It's a cracked bow, but any bow is better. Oh. Of course, as I say that, I just noticed there's a better one. There we go. Hey, a preserved head. That's nice.
Put that to good use.
I can put on the skull cap. Don't need a Targe because I'm not a paladin. +1 to raise skeleton, huh? All resists. I believe this is probably going to be better. But I will throw them over there just in case. Alright, so let's keep going and look at the other mods here. Defense, yeah. 7 resist is nice, but until I'm starting to actually try and max it, it's not a huge deal. Any gloves are better than no gloves. This is pretty much the reason why I don't buy gear very often right at the start, just because you're bound to run into something at some point, so. Corpse explosion is so expensive right at the start. It's funny. Which again is probably why some people, at least in normal, just throw some points into energy, because energy gives a decent amount of mana per point because I'm a necromancer. All the classes have different ratios of health and mana per point into vit or energy, and perhaps unsurprisingly, necromancers lean on the energy side, not the vitality side. If we find level 2, I would like to go in it, just because I usually do. My wand is breaking again. You know what? We can just go back, my inventory's full anyways. I'm not going to look at wands just yet. I'll do that probably the next time I come to town when we end a video. Max stamina isn't that useful, but considering I do not have equipment yet. Or charms yet. I'll probably hold on to it. Let's throw our gems in. I should probably dedicate half my belt now into mana potions, because I get the feeling I'm going to be casting mana potions more than, or drinking mana potions more than health. All the keys. Throw some curses around. How many more? Is it at 6 you get 4 skeletons? I can't quite recall. All I know is it slows down significantly past 3. There is the dark one. So let's do a quick check to see if level 2 is up there. I probably won't run towards it, but if it's right over here, then I'll probably go down. Shit, looks like it's not. So yeah, in the interest of time, I'll just keep going. So, usual thing, looking for the waypoint, looking for tree head. Mana burn. How rude. A ton of carvers here. We're gonna want to make sure we go after the shamans, because our minions probably will not. And yeah, it looks good.
I'll put that to good use.
Just throw that over to our merc. Still haven't found shoes. We are a barefoot necromancer, apparently. Don't mind if I do. So, as far as curses are concerned, amp damage is going to be the main one, and then you go amp damage on normal fights, and then decrepify on bosses, is I think what most people do. There's also, like, later on in the game, I think people go dim vision to deal with ranged attacks, which we probably won't bother with because that would take one more point, and I don't. I guess I could grab it. I just don't know if I'll actually need to use it in normal. I would guess no, but you never know.
Greetings. I'll put that to good use.
Ah, the Order welcomes you.
I didn't find the waypoint, did I? For Darkwood, that is. So I'm gonna go get that. But yeah, it is relatively useful. I just don't know if I'll actually need it in normal. We'll see. So just looking for the waypoint. Which will hopefully be around here somewhere. As you can see, our skeletons do a pretty good job, even though they're not even that high skill pointed of taking out people. Again, similar concept with all the fallen type mobs. I'm gonna have to manually go after the shamans because our skeletons probably won't. And looks like it was right here. Okay. Now we can go back. You already know where the stones are because they were right at the entrance. I was wondering how much resist we have now that we don't use the shield. Again, not that it really matters at this point. There we go. Explode the cow, because we need to.
Kane, if you
Apparently, all we needed to say was "if you." We had nothing else to say. This might get annoying. I'm gonna want my summons to go after them, but they're gonna get distracted by the constant flow of carvers. Guess I could keep corpse exploding until they pay attention. Could also, yeah, try and run through. Be leveled again. So do I want to put a point into dim vision? I guess so. Alright, so now to clear out the rest. Curse Griswold for poetic justice points. Some corpse exploding. That's them taken care of. Go visit Poor Man Wirt. Guess I should put division here. And that should be most of it.
Not enough mana.
Saw that coming. What are we using? Oops. Okay. So, that is that.
I should regrettable. Good evening.
There's nothing he can do, yada yada. Talk to Akara, she gives us our ring. Attack rating, okay, sure. And that should be everything. So, we'll go after Countess next, see if she gives us any nice runes. And then it's off to the smith, as per usual. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.